Hello, all my talented and beautiful friends out there in YouTube land. I'm Jody. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. We're very happy to have you here as part of our beading community. If you're a first-time beader, welcome, because I'm about to show you something so super simple and easy, and everyone will take benefit from this. I was scrolling through Pinterest as I do, because I look for inspiration, something that I can grab a hold of, that picture that I can grab a hold of and make it my own. So I look for things that I'm like, okay, I like that, but if I did this, then it would be totally different, but the same, but different. You know what I mean? So this is my thing, shouting out to you guys. Don't be afraid. Go to Pinterest. Go to some really fun jewelry store, like retail store. Take a look around, see what's going on. See if there's anything that you can say, you know what, I can make that, but I can make that better and prettier. And then take it home, or take that idea home and do it. So I'm going to show you something so easy. And for those of you who are getting ready to do some craft shows, this is something that you can whip up really fast. It can be, anyone can wear this. This is something a man can wear, a woman can wear, anybody can wear this. So I'm going to show you, and you're going to be astonished about how easy and cute this bracelet is. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, first let me show you what I made. So I made 2 leather bracelets using 2 different large hole ceramic beads. And I want to just tell you, so large hole ceramic beads are usually probably like one of your best bets, because they're going to be large hole and they're going to be very pretty and decorative. So those are usually your best ones to get, but you can use any large hole or any small donut that you may have. I know I have some gemstone donuts that I could do this with, but I picked my ceramic ones because I have a huge ceramic bead inventory. I absolutely love ceramic beads and I get them from all over the place. So check your local craft stores. I actually got these on Temu. I will look for when I bought them and I'll share them with you. But what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 pieces. I'm using 1.5 millimeter round leather, but you need 4 pieces cut at about 9 inches. You'll need your large hole bead, or I'm using the ceramic donut to make another one identical to this one. I plan on giving this one to a friend. And then you'll need 2 large hole spacers, any metal of your choice, a lobster clasp, 2 jump rings, 2 crimp cord ends. I prefer the rounded ones. They're just easier for me to bend to make them crimp down properly. And this is all you need. So super simple, guys. You ready for this? This is gonna blow your mind. All you need to do is string all 4 of your strands in here. Now you can use any size leather. You just want to be certain that it's going to fit through your bead and through your spacers. Then you're going to grab the correct ends. See, I don't have any crossovers there. You're going to grab the correct ends of both of your, of 2 strands each in both of your hands. So I have 2 strands of this leather cording in my right hand, 2 strands in my left hand. This is so simple. Anyone can do this. This is definitely something for the seasoned beader who is about to go do a bunch of craft shows and just needs some little extra, you know, pick-me-up item. And these leather bracelets, I think, would do well for you. They can be worn by anybody. These are not gender specific. You can surely make them more feminine or more masculine if you like, but that's the other thing I appreciate about a large hole gemstone or a large hole ceramic bead is they can be very neutral. So this can be something for everybody. All right, so now I'm just going to show you. So see how my bead fits snugly on here? It's not going to slide down by itself no matter what I do. So you want that to happen. If you don't, if your bead hole is larger than your leather, that's okay too. So for example, on this one, I used 1 millimeter leather cording on this one, and all I did is I took 1 strand of my leather, wrapped it around, and did a single knot right underneath that bead so it doesn't slide down. Okay, so you can absolutely do that. Or if you want to, if you're really good at working with leather, you can absolutely cut your strands a lot longer, do a nice barrel knot instead of your bead. You can absolutely do that. I'm using simple clasps on the end because this is something that even like beginners will have, these simple clasps, the little lobster clasps, and all of us seasoned people will have those as well in their inventory. But you can do a button with a loop closure if you want to cut your leather much longer. Okay, so this is what you need for your basic bracelet here. All right, so also at the ends here, I am matching up my ends the best that I can do, just so that they're a little more even, and just fixing my cord again. Okay, just going back through and adjusting it, making sure it's laying properly, because that's important as well. All right, so now that I have that, let's go ahead and put this one on. You guys, this will probably be the shortest video you ever see me do. And oh, also, as of right now, we need only 10 more subscribers to get us to 1,000. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. It looks like I'll be officially making 3 little piles of beads and such, courtesy of my stash and courtesy of our good friend Teresa, who sent me a gazillion beads, which I still haven't even gone through the rest of them. Not sure if I'll do a video on the rest of them. I think I'll let them be a surprise. All right, so now to make a 7-inch bracelet, I figured out how much I need. So this one is a little bit smaller. This one fits a 6.5-inch wrist tight. Okay, so just so you know, this one's really tight. This one is more of like a 7.5-inch. See, there's a nice inch gap there. So we're gonna make a 7-inch bracelet. And what we need to do for that is you need to bring out your little magic tape measure. And this is what we're doing. So from the end of your bead to where you wanna cut it is gonna be about 2 3/4 inch, okay? So I'm gonna cut right here. This is making up for our crimp that we're gonna be putting on. So I'm keeping my thumb right there, making sure all my stuff is like pulled down tight. I'm gonna grab my cutters and we're just going to cut that amount right off. All right, so you see there's very minimal waste. There's not a lot of waste here, guys. I know it seems like a lot, but it could be a lot worse. All right, so still making sure that these are all even and straight. I'm holding them tightly in my hand, okay? I don't want them to move around. I'm taking my crimp, crimp for my leather or cording, and I am laying it, all the pieces inside there, okay? Just like that. And then I'm gonna grab my other pliers because these are wider, and I'm very gently starting on one side, just slowly closing the one side up, okay? We don't want any of our little leather pieces to pop in there. Meantime, I am putting a lot of pressure down on this leather with my thumb, just so I don't have one piece pop up and, you know, while I'm closing it, and then I have to redo my end. Okay, and now the other end is done, and now we can clamp that down all the way. You could put a little bit of glue in that before you close it if you like. You don't really need to because this is not going anywhere. All right, so now that we have that, this is what it'll look like, okay? And see, I didn't have that one tight, but once you get it on, it should be fine. All right, so now the other important thing that you wanna do after you cut this, and you go to put on the other one, you wanna make sure the dimpled side is the same as the other side. So we're gonna wanna pay close attention to that because it's just one of those little details that actually really, really matter. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna start it at 2 3/4 there. Bring that down. I'm gonna mark that with my finger. Grab it right there where I'm gonna cut it. All right. smoothing it all out to make sure it's nice and straight. And if it does get a little wonky on you, it's really okay. Leather will stretch a little in time, or, you know, around your wrist. It's nice and pliable, so it should be just fine. All right, so we got all of our little pieces off there. And let's put our crimp on. All right, whoops. Just let me put this down and make sure, okay. So when my daughter was here over the weekend is when I found it on Pinterest, and I ran in my craft room real quick, grabbed my little lap table and pulled out some leather and some beads, and I made her a couple, and she absolutely loved them. So they were really so easy and fun to make. And you can really do so many different things with this. You know, you can, you know, like I said, you can loop them through a gemstone donut, like especially even if you have like a big one, that would look really, really cool. And maybe use some wider leather and just maybe do a knot up at the top there. That would look really cool too. So there's a lot of opportunity with this style, you guys. So just making sure everything looks right. I got both of my ends the correct way, so that's good. There's not too much give on both sides. I mean, it's not going to be perfect probably, but once you get it on, it should be fine. All right, I'm going to grab my pliers, and we are going to open one jump ring. Oh, that was a tough jump ring. All right, and I grabbed the wrong pliers. Let me grab these pliers. There we go. That's what we want. All right, and then let's close that one up. That one our clasp will hook into. And then let's grab this other jump ring, opening it up. In case you're new, always twist it open like this. You don't want to pull it out. You want to twist it open just like this. So no special knots, no special really anything, just stuff that you have in your stash. And you can also do this with like a wax cording or, you know, jute or anything like that. Whatever you have on hand, this is something that you can absolutely do today. As long as you have some large hole beads and some kind of stringing material, this can be done today. So there you go. And like I said, I will look for the beads that I got from Temu. I absolutely love their selection of ceramic beads. It takes a little bit longer for you to get them, of course, but it's worth the wait. So there it is. And let me go ahead and put it on just so you guys can see how it fits me. And then you'll see that how it fits on a 6.5 inch wrist, and you can probably go from there to decide what sizes you need to make. You could also make them all the same size. Hold on, let me get my tool here. And just add an extender chain to the one end. All right, so this is how it fits on a 6.5 inch wrist. So it's a little bit loose. You got about an inch play there, right? But that's what you want to do. Oh, my husband's texting me. So there it is, nice and loose. Really happy to see this. This will fit like probably up to a 7.5 inch wrist. So this is a really good way to do it. You could also go down more with more beads if you wanted to. So many different things. You can pull some of these apart and just bead on one of them and have them go through. But the opportunity is endless, you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. The opportunity is endless with this bracelet. All right, guys, this is all I have for you right now. I mean, I have so many other things that I can do today. I am off today, and I am doing all things that please me, which will be all in my craft room. So enjoy, and know that this weekend I'll be putting out a video. I'm 100% sure. ones that you will be able to comment on to be entered into the drawing for the 1,000 subscribers. All right, guys, stay tuned for that. See you soon. Love you all. Bye.